This morning on KOMU 8 News Today, the presidential candidates going head-to-head for the first time. Former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris facing off in their first and maybe only debate. Highlights from the debate and the major endorsement breaking overnight.
Back here in Missouri, the state Supreme Court clearing the way for abortion rights to be on the November ballot. The major decision now in the hands of voters. Reaction from Jefferson City.
The Gulf Coast preparing for now Hurricane Francine. The storm strengthening in the record warm waters of the Gulf and barreling towards Louisiana. In Texas, some areas already flooding. Our first alert weather team on standby with the chances of remnants here in Missouri.
Overseas, the Israeli army releasing new video of the tunnels where those 6 hostages were killed. And the new remarks from Secretary of State Antony Blinken over the killing of a Turkish American in the West Bank.
And remembering one of the worst days in American history, September 11th, 23 years to the day. The stories of those who lived that day, the remembrance ceremonies across the country, and the push for permanent funding for the World Trade Center Health Program. This is KOMU 8 News Today.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News Today starts now.
And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump went head-to-head in a heated debate in Philadelphia. The debate hosted by ABC News was the first face-to-face meeting for the 2 presidential nominees and possibly the only presidential debate of the election season. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Berger.
And I'm Sarah Moyers. Thanks for joining us this morning. Both candidates stood in close proximity, only about 6 feet apart, and both claiming victory. The candidates sparred over the economy, immigration, and reproductive rights during the 90-minute debate that was riddled with personal attacks. Both of them showcasing their visions for America.
And clashing on a broad range of issues. Polls show an extremely tight race, making the debate even more important to undecided voters. NBC's Bree Jackson has the latest. The couple on an aerial crop tour. Haley saw the surprise message and she did say yes. They plan on getting married next year in between planting and harvesting. Of course. You got to negotiate the crop season there for that.
Very busy time of year.
If anyone did anything remotely, this grand of a gesture for me, it's like, of course you say yes.
It's so romantic.
Yes.
Right. I wonder how he got away with that without her knowing.
I don't know.
Like, that's just something.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not involved at all, and she's like, you go out to the fields, and I'll see you at sundown.
I'll do whatever else I do.
That's still really cool, though.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't see it coming, and it was a surprise.
Beth and I will be back at 7:25.
Ahead on today, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump facing off in the first presidential debate. The key moments from last night.
Plus, the viral 9-month Royal Caribbean cruise comes to an end, and just as they were getting their sea legs
Sounds like Jordan's dream.
Oh.
They're standing by in New York. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. The Today Show is coming up next.
Download the KOMU 8 News app, First Alert weather app, and streaming app available on these devices. KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on.